going on, everybody? Happy Friday, Black Friday, day after Turkey Day. What you want to call it? We got all that. we did the easy way out, so I'm kind of glad we did the easy way out without having to cook. We just went to Golden Corral, which was
nobody was cooking.
yeah, apparently nobody was cooking this year because when we got to Golden Corral, holy moly, the line was out the front door and all the way to the end of the building. So I'm like, wow. So we finally make it to the door, and then once you get inside the door, you have to go through one of those turnstile type deals, like a roller coaster ride, before you even get to the part where you pay before you can go get your food. So it took quite a while to get in there, and the problem was they stopped serving Thanksgiving dinner at 4 p.m. Now we got there
At like 3:40.
We got there at 2:40 something. It took us till 3:40 something to get in the door. So we had 20 minutes. It was like a food scramble. We're like, okay, what we're going to do is take multiple plates up there and just load it up, which is my plate. She didn't get that much. I loaded my plate down. It was full. I had turkey, ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, rolls. Then I got on another plate, I got more stuffing, more mashed potatoes and gravy, hush puppies, that chicken, whatever it was, Bourbon Street chicken, which tastes terrible. Ugh, it was terrible. Couldn't eat that stuff. It tastes like dog food. Not that I know what dog food tastes like, but that's what I'm comparing it to. It was bad. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not going to work. But yeah, it's amazing that the amount of people that went in there and,
Nope. Munchkin ate her weight in rolls, and I had mashed potatoes and gravy and roasted potatoes.
Good deal, Cloud Chucker. You know, one thing that I got Munchkin last year was the Echo Auto. And a lot of people have complained about how bad that thing is, but we got one in Munchkin's car and the thing works perfect. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get one for me because they're on sale for like $14. If you have an auxiliary port, say you don't have Bluetooth in your car and you got one of those little round auxiliary ports, it works great for that. Especially if you already have an Amazon account, because you can just say,
just really loud and relative to me. I don't know.
You could just say, hey, Munchkin's volume is loud.
No, Munchkin's volume is low.
Okay, I can turn you up.
Scuba's volume is loud.
There, I just turned you up.
Is that better? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is your mic?
I wasn't asking you. I was asking them.
Well, I turned you up, so hopefully it's better. Yeah, well, my volume's as expected. Yeah, you can hear me without a microphone. It's pretty awesome.
The Stubby didn't create its own problems.
The Stubby had.
I yeeted it across the store.
Okay, it's not. I'm not blaming it on anybody. We went to Home Depot right before Thanksgiving. I guess it was Wednesday, right? And
No, it was Sunday.
Sunday? Okay. So we went to Home Depot, and he's trying to bring me a little ukulele that only has, well, it's got 4 strings, but one is way messed up. Okay, you go play it. And we planned on giving, we just got a Christmas tree last year, but we planned on giving that one to Munchkin's daughter. So we're like, we're going to get another tree. So we go in there, and then they have these sales where, like, hey, if you apply for Home Depot credit card and you spend $250, you get $25 off. If you spend like $450 or $500, you get $50 off, et cetera, et cetera. So the main reason we went there is I wanted the Milwaukee heated jacket. Hell, here's the tag for it. There's a Milwaukee heated jacket tag. Yeah, heated tough shell jacket. The reason I got that is if I'm flying, I can turn on that heat and stay warm, chest and back, and then I'll have heated gloves and I'm good. But the jacket's $200. It's not cheap. So I got the jacket, and then that's when we saw the thing about the tree, and I was like, you know what? I'll go apply for a Home Depot credit card. They gave me a credit card. So the lady is like, "Cool, you gonna go on a shopping spree?" And we're like, "No, we're not going on." But we totally went on a shopping spree.
It was a mini shopping.
It was a mini shopping spree, but I mean, you know, I am a spendaholic, DeMillan. You got that right. We went and put. Well, there was a lot of trees, but we ended up getting a Christmas tree that was $250 because it's got white lights and it's got color lights and it flashes and does all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's the most realistic tree we could find that was the fullest. You know, you can get cheaper ones that are real skinny and look like, no, this one's huge.
This one's 7.5 feet
7.5
tall,
feet,
5
7.5
feet
foot
around at its widest.
Yeah, 5 foot around at the base. It's pretty big. So we got the
It's
tree
almost
in there.
exactly like the tree that I had before that was 20 years old that had to go bye-bye.
Then me and Munchkin had a disagreement on the ornaments. We bought this big tube of ornaments to go on the tree, and they were like $30. Why have a smash tree? Bah humbug. Yeah, there you go. Well, you know.
Gotta have a tree, even
So-
if everything else is bah humbug. I like the lights.
Anyways, as we're putting this stuff in the cart, I had my stubby in my jacket pocket. I took my jacket off. I was hot in the store. I stuffed the jacket kind of in the handle of the shopping cart. And the problem was, in order to get the tree and the jacket, which had a decent sized box also, to get it all situated, we needed to move boxes around. So Munchkin went to move my jacket, and when she did, the stubby fell and hit the concrete floor inside Home Depot. And it hit probably the worst place it could hit. Now, the mod still works fine, don't get me wrong. I mean, I can vape it right now. It vapes. The problem is, I'll show y'all. If you can tell, the front door is not closing all the way. Because it hit right there on this corner. And when it did that, it bent that corner. So I've done my best to like file out that edge, but this is really thin right here. So it bent in, and now the door won't go back on there properly. So it's a pain in the ass. Everything else is fine on the mod, but it literally hit right on that corner. And there's, you know, I don't think any other place on this mod, maybe if this other corner could do that too, because it's about the same. But knocking this back out to where that plate will fit again is going to be a pain in the butt. I've already filed it down because it was cutting my hand. It was so sharp. So I filed this off a little bit to make it smooth, but it needs to be bent out a little bit where this door can fit back on here. I mean, I could probably get in there if I really crunch down on it, but I've just been vaping it without the door on
Dolores
it.
said just keep the door off.
Keep the door off. You know, that's what I've been doing, Dolores. It works fine without the door on there, so, you know.
Harry,
Go
we've
figure.
got 3 cats, so yeah, one of them has already climbed the tree 1 year, so.
Now, I didn't tell y'all, but what day was it we went?
It flew out of his coat pocket when I was moving his coat to rearrange the cart.
No, when we went to
Wallet.
Enview Plantation, was that on a Saturday or?
When you and I went, or when you went up to meet Jay?
Jay.
That was Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
I think it may have been Tuesday.
Oh, you got your Cthulhu. What question do you have, Creed, about the Cthulhu? Here's my Cthulhu right here.
She probably didn't even have a screw on the top. She petrified bird.
I went to go fly. I left work at 4 p.m. on that Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was. And Jay he had already told me he wanted to go fly that day. And I'm like, okay, did I ever use the stop bridge? I did for just a short period, Creed. I honestly couldn't even tell you. I don't know where I put the stop bridge at. I immediately put the 520 tank in there. The stop bridge was okay, but it's not like the best vape you're going to get out of it. The 520 tastes so much better in that thing. It sucks. So there you go. So yeah, I don't like the stock bridge, so I immediately switched over to the 520. The stock one just doesn't have that pull or the flavor that I was looking for, so I swapped it to a different burrow tank, which is what I think you should do. The Vessel doesn't seem to wick too well. I would not know. Oh, the Vandy Vape one. Is that the one that comes in the Pulse? Yeah, the 520. Yeah, the 520 you're going to like, Creed. The 520 is no joke. Not to mention the fact that it has all those airflow options. You'll be able to pick which airflow you like. And then once you find that one that you like, you're going to like that tank. I mean, it just night and day better than what comes stock with that thing. The mod itself I love, but the stock tank is just eh. So I put the 520 in mine, and that's what's been in there. It's still 520 in there. You can see it. That works so much better. So much better. Speaking of which, I don't know how long the sale's for, but 18650 Battery Store's got a sale on their monocell batteries, the 18650 batteries, and the 21700. So if y'all are needing batteries, I don't know if the sale's still going on, but I did get the email from 18650 Battery Store. Go check it out. If you're low on batteries, buy batteries now because they're like dirt cheap. The 18650s were like $3 and something, and the 21700s are $4 something. I don't remember the exact prices. Pardon me for not remembering, but yeah, that's a good price on those batteries. So, anyways, yeah, we got the whole cart loaded up. I got a bunch of drill bits and stuff, which I put right over here somewhere. I did get one of these guys because I already have a Ryobi battery, which y'all have seen me use the Ryobi battery on my drill. So this was $24. It's a tire pump is all it is. Now I have a tire pump, but this one's digital, so you can go, okay, I have it at 33 pounds, and I don't have to go back and measure it or anything. I know what it's set at. I also got these bits, which this bit set was like 19 bucks. I don't know why it says $170 value, but it's got like every freaking bit you could think of, and drill bits and nut drivers, and it's 200 piece. So this was good for like, I think it was $19. I like this set. Thank you, Timekeeper. So there you go. The 18650s are $395 a piece, and the 21700s are $445 a piece. That is an awesome deal on batteries, guys. Stock up now while they have them cheap. I've never had a problem with 18650 batteries. At 18650 Battery Store, I mean, and they ship really fast. They're based in Georgia, where I come from, so they don't pay me or anything. I'm just telling y'all, I've always got my batteries from there. 9 times out of 10, that's where I get my batteries. And they usually, like, if you order 2 batteries, they're going to come in a case like this. So what they'll do is, like, if you order 6 batteries, you'll get 3 cases, and all the batteries will be in these plastic cases, which is great. I do highly recommend those, the monocells. Make sure when you're going on there, you check the amp rating of each battery. Don't buy, because I got some batteries on there that are cheaper. Do not buy 10 amp batteries, guys. Do not buy 10 amp batteries. I mean, come on. You're vaping something, nice, DeMillan. You're vaping something that's definitely going to be pulling more than 10 amps. Do not buy the 10 amp batteries because they're cheaper. That's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. Hey, King Cobra, and Mowgli, and DeMillan, and Dolores, and Timekeeper, and Harry, and Darthing, and Creed, and Frankenmeiser, and somebody else that popped up there that I didn't see real quick. Creed? Did I say Creed? Shore Sharp?
Yes, you did.
Wally, Cloud Chucker. I think we got most of chat. I don't usually do that, but wanted to go through and say hey to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. They literally, I told the lady, I was like, y'all gonna need a wheelbarrow to get me out of here. I was way over full. Even after I ate all that food, and Munchkin was like, I can't eat another bite. I went and got some apple pie and vanilla ice cream because you got to. You just got to. And I tried to give her just one bite, and she was like, No, I can't.
I ate
Can't do
little.
it.
You remember I ate cookies and fudge in line for the meat.
You know what Munchkin
I ate
filled
my
up on?
dessert first.
Rolls. She ate rolls like they were going out of style. And I know she likes bread. I mean, who doesn't? But she was like, I'm going back for another roll. Do I need a plate? I was like, no, you just go get a roll.
I had gravy on my plate. What? I mean, I had to. You gotta sop it up with something. Rolls.
Sop it up. There you go. Mollicell batteries are awesome, cloud chucker. I mean, I think I honestly should get some more.
I need more because the two that I have that I try to use in my Gwar, one of them is dead while the other one's still at half charge, and it's.
I'll order some more. I don't know how long their sale's going, but I'll order some more 21700s because I mean I got a lot, but you can never have too many. I think we're good on 18650s because I have 8 million. I have way more 18650s than I do 21700s. But her Gwar, for some reason, is dropping one battery faster than the other. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So it's either something wrong with that mod or the battery she's using. Cat just whacked the dog.
I didn't hear a scream.
Not only did Bandit scratch her once, but twice.
Bap, bap.
Like whack and then another whack as she's trying to get away.
I'm assuming he didn't use claws.
I did order. Now I got Munchkin a present, but I can't talk about that. We'll find out about that later. I did order. There's a Shark robot vacuum cleaner with a self-emptying container. That means it automatically goes back and empties itself. They have one on Amazon for $2.99. That's dirt cheap because normal price for that thing is like $700. So I was like, you know what? I don't want the ones that mop because the ones that mop, honestly, they have a stupid pad on the back.
That's going under the tree, right? We're not. That's Christmas.
Why is it Christmas?
Because
it could be vacuuming for us.
No. From today forward, anything that arrives is going under the tree. I don't care if you bought it for yourself. It's Christmas.
See, I was trying getting new batteries when your pension comes in. Dolores, I'm sorry. I wish you could get the batteries right now when they're on sale. That's the bad part, catching them while they're on sale.
Don't feel bad. I got $1.53 in my checking account.
Jamila and I have 3 of them.
Oh, then I guess she left.
Nice, Scott. Yeah, let me know what you think, dude. I guarantee you ordered those now, right? I don't know if they ship on Saturdays, but I guarantee they will ship them out Monday at the latest, and you'll have them in a couple days. They are way quick about shipping stuff out. I have never had a problem out of 18650 battery store. They're freaking awesome. So, yeah, I got the original Roomba I got was an actual Roomba. It had a battery issue, and it also had an issue with the little spinny thing that feels around on the floor. It's supposed to flick the stuff into the vacuum. It wasn't working right, so I got another one. I forgot the name brand of it, and it worked okay, but the battery was kind of It was kind of iffy. And this has been, I got those years ago. So technology has obviously gained way up since then. So the new one that I got that I'm talking about, the Shark one, has over 23,000 reviews, and it's at 4.5 stars, which is pretty damn good, I think. And it has LiDAR. So what it does is it's Wi-Fi and LiDAR. So it'll map the room so it knows where to go and where not to go. And you can say, hey, I don't want you to go in this room at all. And it won't go in that room. But it plans itself out. It don't just bump off something and go the other way and hope that it vacuums. It actually plans the room out and vacuums everything, which is great. So we'll see how well it works. Whenever, we get to use it, since Munchkin is forcing everything under the tree.
Yes.
Very nice source, Howard. Hey, y'all are welcome, man. That's what I'm here for, guys. If I can help y'all save money, especially on batteries.
He knows how to spend money. He's got that shit on lockdown.
I'll help you. I can help you spend money. I guarantee it. I will guarantee it. I mean, I got 2 of these. I'm not even using them right now, but did I get any new Xbox games? I didn't get any for Black Friday, Cloud Chucker, but I'll tell you what. I have an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5, okay? I rarely play the PlayStation 5. But recently I went and bought God of War Ragnarok. That game is friggin' long. Most games you can sit down and beat it in a couple days. No. I've played that game a week and a half straight, maybe 2 weeks, and it says I've got 15% done. What the hell, man? It's like that game is so long it ain't even funny. So I think it's worth the money. A lot of the bosses are really hard to beat in that game. It has a lot of mini bosses, I should say, and they're hard to beat. So I just ordered 10 of each. What? Don't y'all buy all the batteries? I need to get some more. Timekeeper's like, I just bought every one they had. Goat Simulator. Yeah, I have that game on Xbox, I think, DeMillan. I do have Goat Simulator. You know who maybe get that? Condensation. Remember Condensation?
I remember Condi.
And I was just like, wow. Just got back from CHOP. That is not the California Highway Organization Patrol, is it?
No, I believe it's a restaurant.
Oh, it's a restaurant. CHOP. Okay. Oh, I thought it was called Chopped.
No,
the
that's
restaurant.
a TV show.
Well, the TV show, but
Why is your dog eating paper?
if she thinks there's anything that smells like food on it, because she's blind and she thinks it's food. My dog is half blind, guys, and she'll eat anything. Like, oh, what's that on the floor? I'm eating it. Poor thing. She's definitely
Children's Hospital.
bad shape. She is in bad shape. I'm gonna miss out on Black Friday deals for vape stuff, but I definitely spend money on other stuff. Need wax, etc. You know, Chevy, and I've done my best. I think I'm doing good. I usually go out. By now, I would have already ordered a freaking 75-inch TV for Black Friday, and I did not do that because Munchkin would have got really mad. But still,
Yes, Munchkin would have gotten really.
DeMillan, I've heard that's really good. If you're into scary games, I'm not into like scary games. Resident Evil 4 and VR, I've heard is really good. So if you're into those type games, I would recommend you get it. I don't like one of those Resident Evil games. I was playing it late at night. It was quiet in the house. I don't remember which Resident Evil it was, but I was walking down this hallway and there's a glass wall all the way down and freaking crows bust in there. A million of them scared the crap out of me. Because I wasn't expecting it at all. I'm like, la 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 la.
That's the point. Yeah.
I'm a noob. I don't know what I like.
I like Resident Evil. I don't know that I would be able to play it on VR without giving myself a heart attack, though.
Yeah.
Chevy, I need pine tree scented waxes. Make me a Christmas tree one. I'll order. I did look at your other sets, so I will. Be
that's
ordering.
Chevy that's making those?
Yes, but I gotta wait until.
Oh, I thought Chevy was just posting that link for the hell of it. I didn't know he was the one making them. That's pretty
he's
cool,
got 'em
Chevy.
fancy.
Cool. I did not know. My bad for not reading it better. I saw that and I was like, why is he posting a link to people that sell scent stuff? I've heard of that, Harry. I saw it. I know that they're having a sale also on the Recoil RDA. I don't know. Chevy would have a hard time posting a link. He could type it out kind of without the dot or the COM in there. But yeah, 50% off is a good deal. I was going to rebuild this Dead Rabbit M, but it's still vaping good. I figure if something's broke, don't fix it. Hello, CDC.
Easy.
That's the Center for Disease Control, vintage and mechanical. You got both. Or clouds, darn clouds. I don't know. Now, I did meet a new person that wants to go fly. He just got his equipment. He went and trained with Anthony Vella, which I've watched a lot of Anthony Vella videos. He's a pretty cool dude. He actually bought the same paramotor I got. Now, not the same. He got the 185 Moster, but not the 185 Factory R. They're really close. I mean, mine's got a little bit more horsepower, but that's about it. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if he got the double hoop, but he wants to meet up and go flying tomorrow if the weather's good at Enview Plantation. Now, I didn't tell y'all, but I was trying to. When I did go out to fly with Jay, I got off work at 4. I got that far. Rushed home, grabbed my paramotor, put the trailer hitch on there, cinched down or, ratchet strapped down the paramotor, threw my wing in the back seat and took off and went up to Enview Plantation, which is only like 5 minutes from here. The problem is I didn't bring my helmet. Bad scuba. So Jay was there when I got there, and the park ranger was showing up at the same time we pulled up, which was a lady. And she pulled up to the next entrance past where we were. We pulled up to the entrance. The gate was already closed because they closed the gate at almost sunset, and she had already closed the gate. So we parked right next to the gate, but not blocking the gate. So she sat at the next entrance while we sit there, took the motors off. Jay had already laid his wing out. I'm over there warming up my motor without a helmet, knowing I'm probably not going to fly. And Jay's like, you want to fly first? And I was like, no, dude, I don't even have a helmet. You're more than welcome to go first. At this point, it was 4:50-ish. The sun goes down at 5 p.m. here. It's gone. So legally, we're able to fly up to 30 minutes after sunset if you have a strobe. But however, Enview Plantation has a policy where sunset happens, party's over, pack it up. So anyways, the park ranger was wondering what we were doing and came and pulled up where we were. Really nice lady. She got out, asked what we were doing. We told her that we fly with these. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. Apparently, she's never heard anything about paramotors. And we told her we'd already got permission from the city and the people that run Enview Plantation, and she was okay with that, and just want to make sure the FAA was okay with that, which is under Part 103. We're fine. So we told her all that, and then Jay went to go to take off. She's like, I'm really interested. I want to see this. I tried to help Jay because I went and stood out in front of him as he went to launch, and his wing came up and it kind of went off to the side. And I just told him to kill it, and he did. I don't want him to break anything. If you go to bring your wing up and something isn't right, stop it right away. So he was like, it's probably too late now. I don't even know. So I hurried up and set his wing up. I was like, go try again real quick. So he did, but the problem was the second time he went to take off, his wing came up great, but all of a sudden a crosswind came from the opposite direction and hit his wing, and the whole wing on the left side collapsed down, blew that launch. At that point, we were like, okay, let's pack it up. So the lady didn't get to see us fly. I didn't get to fly, obviously, but hopefully tomorrow maybe I'll get to fly. It depends on the weather. If it's going to be cold, I don't want to fly. If it's below 50, put it that way, I don't want to fly.
Well, that means we have to get downstairs and rearrange.
Yes, we're going to do all that.
Behind your desk and do the tree and all that early.
We got lots of stuff to do tomorrow. I wanted to do some of that today, but I didn't get to because I got to make sure I'm going to make sure my GoPro is on so that y'all will be able to see me actually launch if I do get to go fly. Could rebuild my dead rabbit tonight? The V1, not the dead rabbit M. Man, you making me try to find some stuff. What is this? No, this is Mike Vapes. This is that's the Blaze tank. The Dead Rabbit V1. Wait, what's over here? Well, this is the Dead Rabbit R. Scuba just wanted to show off. No, not at all. That was not the case. You know, I gotta be honest, guys. Most of the time when I go to fly, I'm petrified. I'm scared. That's why I want him to go before me, because I want to see them take off. And then if the air is bad, he can go, yeah, the air sucks up here. And then I'll go, well, I'm not taking off then. I am one of those, I'd rather be safe than sorry type guys. So if it looks like the wind is going to be bad, I'm not going up. I'd rather not fly than go up in some turbulent air that I might take a collapse on. Do not need that in my life. Do not need that. I cannot find the Dead Rabbit V1. I was not prepared. Cloud Chucker. Build the K Fun. Wow. Dom Long, yeah, that's definitely old school. I do have a K Fun sitting here, but it's the big old giant version of the K Fun, which is not really fair. Hey, Breeze. Do I have? Wait a minute. What do we have here? That's not it. I have so many tanks. What is this one? Is this a Dead Rabbit? This might be it. I might have found it. Cloud Chucker. Does that look like the right build deck? I think that's it. This is the Dead Rabbit for sure. I think this is the V1 too. This is old school. How can, man, I can't even find some of this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, here it is. So maybe we will build the V1. We'll try that. I need to make another drink, but yeah, because it's like, it's going to, I mean, the problem with building the K Fun is it's got such small post holes that you can't put a decent size coil in there. I used to install elevators hang out of a ladder 200 feet, but you have brass balls for flying two-stroke. Shore Sharp. Okay, I'll break it down to you. I do have a fear of heights, and my fear of heights is weird. It's kind of weird. It depends on how it is, how comfortable I am. When I was on what do they call that? When I was parasailing, which is basically a rope hooked to a parachute, and they pull you on a boat. That was the most relaxing ride I've had, and it was awesome because they flew us really high. I mean, I don't know. I might have been 1,500 feet in the air. And then they brought us down low and then tried to dip our toes in the water, but there were sharks, and I told them to take me back up. I don't want to get by the sharks, so that happened. But when I see people, like if I watch a YouTube video and they're walking on scaffolding that's freaking thousands of feet up in the air and it looks like they're going to fall, that makes my hands, just thinking about that makes my hands sweat. I can't do it. But if I'm doing it personally and I feel safe and secure, I'm fine with it. Like even when I fly the paramotor, it doesn't matter to me how high I go. It's honestly better to stay a little bit lower than higher, because once you get really high, you lose all depth of perception. You can't really see anything. It all looks like little ants on the ground. So why go that high? I mean, unless you specifically want to go that high, there's no reason to. I don't know what Munchkin's doing right now, but yeah. I'm going to refill my drink, and we're going to come back, and I'm at least going to re-wick this. Well, I guess I might as well take this with me and wash it out because it hasn't been wicked in a long time. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, I grabbed the wrong tank. That would not be good. Okay. Let's take the right one. This one here, and let's go wash it out because it's been there for a minute. Be right back.
So my tree that I got, right? So my tree, very particular about my tree, has white lights. All my ornaments are glass or gold. Like I've got crystal candy canes and little glass hearts and snowflakes, and I've got actual white candy canes on my tree. I'm very particular about my tree. Last year, because I threw the old tree out, it was over 20 years old. It was dropping. Fake trees are not supposed to drop leaves, but I'm still sweeping up leaves from that damn tree. So that one went away. So last year we just kind of got an inexpensive one from Big Lots. It's not ugly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And kind of threw together some ornaments. So I wanted another real tree, a good one that's going to last a long time. So we got this one. And I know everybody else likes colored lights and traditional ornaments. Well, the traditional ornaments don't go on my tree. So this one, you can either do all colored lights, and it's got a lot of them. So, and it has the different, it can flash, they can twinkle, all that to just stay on. My sister went through her attic and ended up bringing me some of the Christmas ornaments that my dad had that are the traditional, the little wooden painted ornaments and stuff like that. And she brought me his Christmas village. So the ornaments that we got, that he wasn't happy because the pack that I picked out had no blue in it. The one pack that had blue on it, they weren't shiny. They were just very dull. So, and he's like, I like garland. I said, look, you're just gonna have to ease me into this whole traditional tree again. We'll look at the garland. So, no, well, I mean the old ones. I mean like like the wooden ones, like the wooden little trains that are painted, or the kind your kids used to make with the handprint, or just, but just normal ornaments. And I did get the ones that are supposed to be shatterproof. So we'll see if that is true. So, but with the colored lights, I can go up to Dollar General and they have the Starburst candy canes. So they got the candy canes that are all the different colors. So we can put those on the tree and some garland for the tree. I'm going to draw the line at tinsel because I don't feel like chasing the cats around pulling tinsel out of their ass. But we got to rearrange the whole living room to put the tree. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. But I haven't had a tree with colored lights on it in
okay.
I don't know, 20 years.
Guess what? Smokey has come to hang out with me because
She has. She's probably mad at me.
Come here. You want to meow at people? I'll show you off to everybody.
I won't. I mean,
look at
Smokey hasn't tried to climb the tree. I think Bandit's big fat ass is too big. Boots is the one that I actually caught in the tree. She didn't knock anything off of it though. But
she just wants pets and loves right now.
Yeah,
she's in heat.
In a mood.
So what was I about to say? It must have been a lie. Anyways, here's the build deck for the old dead rabbit. I usually keep the coils up a little bit higher, just like this on this build deck. Now, what you have to do is you have to look, okay, well, where's the air going to come down and hit it? On this one, you got this guy here, which this, I think the airflow still comes in on the side over here. Let me see. It comes down and goes through the side, which doesn't make, no. It comes down from the top right there. So that's why I guess I keep the coils up higher. because the juice is coming through the side, which you can barely see because it's being out of focus, but yeah. So that's why. Now I'm gonna have to definitely heat up these coils before I put juice on here or cotton on it or anything. So let's heat these up first. The good old dead rabbit, and I only have this at 42 watts, so Smokey is not going to leave me alone. Now this is coming out at 0.14, so I'm thinking.
Outside, so it ain't no biggie right now.
I'm thinking this one had stainless steel coils of some type in there. Let's go up to 65 watts. There we go. Let me grab one of my tweezers, and we're just going to kind of touch on these so that it'll start evenly warming up, which it's not yet, but we're going to make it that way. What I like to do is whichever one is heating up quicker, I'll squeeze it, which usually makes the other one catch up to it. And if it still doesn't seem like it's coming out right, I'll grab screwdriver and make sure all the posts are tight, because what'll happen is those posts will get loose, and that's not the right screwdriver. I got so many screwdrivers. Finding the right color, that's not it. No, nope, and nope. I got a bunch of nope right now. And mod boxes running out. Hadn't even touched this yet, the sideboard. Well, I already have one, but I like the mod, so I was like, you know what, I'll get another one. There's the Phillips screwdriver, which I already pulled 3 of them out, but... Deuces, what do you mean no? Why is he telling me no?
I don't know. What did you say to him?
I didn't say nothing to him. There's another Phillips. What in the world, man? Where's all my flathead screwdrivers at? He came over and, you know, he won't say Steve, so he calls me Dat. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Yeah, see, here's a file. I could try to file that down with this.
You could.
But I think it's more than it being filed. It needs banged out at the bottom. I don't see a flathead screwdriver.
Get him to start calling you who dat.
Who dat? Yeah.
Who dat? Hi. Hi.
Is he coming to tell you good night?
Well, come here.
All right, let me grab this whole thing so I can see if I can find a screwdriver. We have a screwdriver. Okay, we're good now. Now I'm going to double check all these connections on here to make sure they're tight.
You see? Say hi. They're saying hi to you.
You still got a dirty face?
Yes. I think he's got bingo dauber all over his face.
Okay, one side still looks like it's firing a little quicker than the other, so we're just going to play around with this a little bit. Hopefully get it to start firing at the same time. There we go. That's a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all can tell.
It's hot.
So now they're firing pretty close to even. You don't want them firing uneven, because what will happen is you'll have one coil that's really hot that's actually vaporizing your liquid, and the other one won't be heated up yet. So by the time that you get it heated up, the other one's already burning your cotton. You don't want to be in that situation, because then you're going to end up with burnt cotton and wonder why. And that's precisely why, because you got a hot spot on one of your... There's the screwdriver I was looking for. Jesus.
Good.
I need to clean off my desk so I can find stuff. That's... Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the girls confirmed. Lily confirmed. Anyways. So I have some Muji cotton right here. Just my preferred. I mean, you can use whatever cotton you want. I'm going to end up switching this to the build cam here in a second so y'all can see better. If I can move enough stuff out of the way, I'm gonna try. There's so much stuff right here, I don't know what to do. Let's see if we can go to overhead view.
No, this one.
Boom. Kinda, sorta. Well, we gotta zoom in on that because that looks terrible. How about, wow, I gotta get that close? That's ridiculous. All right. So most of the coils that I use are 3mm. I'm pretty sure that this is no exception. It's going to be 3mm. So what I do on 3mm is I usually cut that. I'd say that's a good 1/2 inch. That works out the best for me. You can, you know, vary it depending on what atomizer you're using, because some of them don't require as much cotton as other ones do. You don't want to start flooding your tank though. That's bad. Flooding is bad. Okay, flooding is bad. I don't like flooding my tank. I also don't like dry hitting it. If you use too much cotton, then the juice can't get in there, and then you have dry hits, and dry hits are no fun either. Not at all. So on this particular one, you can see the juice wells down here, these big old slots on either side. So you want to make sure that you have enough cotton that's going to reach down into those, but not so much that it's going to be like I said, too thick to where it's not going to wick well, and then you're going to have a dry hit. You don't want dry hits. No thanks. I appreciate it, but that's how I got sick last time. You want one? Sure. You just caught the disease. All right. So most of the time, you would just cut this right here at the base of the RTA, which is usually a good place to cut it. But on something like this, where the coils are so high off the deck, you have to kind of make sure that you're going to get enough cotton in there. And this one's not as bad as some, so I'm going to cut it right here, and I'm going to double check that this will actually reach into there. I almost cut it a little too short, so I'm going to pull just a hair of that. There we go. You just want this to barely have enough to where it's going to reach down into this deck. So if you look right here, it's just barely going to be enough to actually get in there. That's what you want on either side. So you can either push in with your fingernail to mark this as you push it in, or you can just kind of guess, which is what I'm going to do, and cut it off right there. Then you definitely want to go through, strum out your cotton, take out the bad spots where the scissors have clamped it down. I don't like having the little seams that it puts in there when you cut it with scissors. There's some special scissors you can get that don't do that, but they cost too much money. Nobody's spending that kind of money to do vape gear. Not doing it. So I'm going to take this one, kind of just barely tuck it into the juice well, take the other one, do the same thing. Bada bing, bada boom. That cat is in there meowing its tail off. So you can see right here that this is going down in there actually pretty well, more than I thought it would. But that's okay. It's not like overly stuffed in down there. It's just where you can actually see the cotton. I'll take the other side, do the same thing. Just kind of push it back till it falls down in the hole. That's all I'm doing. Some of this is just the straggles that came off of where I cut it. That's why it's showing up in the bottom. Because I only like a little bit. I like that juice well to only be like halfway covered. Then I know it's not going to be too much to where it's going to give me a dry hit. Let's take that piece off. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. So we have cotton going in on both sides now. So now this is where you take and you have to make sure. I mean, our DAs are a little bit better are a little bit more forgiving, I should say, as far as pre-wicking them or getting them, you know, wet before you vape them. RTAs are a whole different ballgame. If you don't get these things burned in before you start, you're gonna have that nasty
Put 'em to bed.
You're gonna have a bad time.
wet sock. I don't even know, clean sock taste, I guess.
Right.
So the main thing you want to make sure that you get wet more than anything else is the coils, because it has to soak through that coil down into the center of the wick. So I always make sure I get plenty of juice there. The sides, I mean, yeah, you want some on the sides, but the main thing is the center. And what I'll do is I'll put some there, fire it until it sucks it in, and then put some more, fire it until it sucks it in. You can see the liquid disappear off the coil, and that's when I stop. You don't want to touch your plastic to the coil off of your juice bottle, because then it's going to taste like plastic when you vape it, and that's not good either. That tastes terrible. So I'm getting juice all the way around here, so this is all nice and soaked in.
Tom Long says he wouldn't know. He does not vape socks.
He does not vape socks. Okay, I get you. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it. It reminds me of a clean clothes smell or taste, which you shouldn't have that taste. But you know, you taste what you smell, and that's what I get from it. So there we go. This is firing good. So I do this a few times to make sure that I'm not going to get that weird taste. On an RDA, it doesn't matter because you're constantly going to be dripping on it all the time. But on RTA, I like to do this a few times just to keep it, to make sure that it's saturated where I don't have that weird taste. And then we're going to take this lid, and hopefully it's going to let this fit down in here without me doing too much work. If it's too thick, this lid won't go over the top. I'm just making sure this is all tucked in nice and neat. If you try to back up, like if you go down, if you put this down on here and then back up, it's going to pull the wick back out. So you have to make sure you go down and do not go back up. There we go. Once I get this, let me get this off of the mod, because it screws on a lot easier from the bottom, like this. There we go. Let's make sure this is cleaned off, which it is not. There we go. Put this back on here. Take our top off. I don't know what I've done to my thumb, but it is not happy. So you can see the coils down in here. I don't know if you can see the other side.
What's wrong with your thumb?
I don't know. It feels like I've pinched it some kind of way. Like right in here. It all feels bruised or sore. I don't know. So now we're going to take and fill this up with juice. I do like the fact that this has that beveled juice well to fill it with, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if you accidentally put too much juice in there, or if an air bubble pops up like that did, you're still good to go. I still got some more room. Come on, air. Get out of there. That looks pretty full there. And then take and put our top back on. I don't like my airflow all the way open. I mean, if you're into blowing big old giant clouds, go for it. But I keep my airflow about halfway on this one, maybe a little more than halfway. And at 0.15 on the ohms, I'm at 65 watts, which should be more than enough. If it's not enough, I'll just crank it up a little bit until I get the right taste for it. If it's like, you know, if it feels too cool, I'll bump it up just a few watts. You don't want to overdo it, because if you overdo it, then you're going to get burnt. And you
Katie
get burnt.
has just been bestowed with the highest honor.
Katie has been bestowed with the highest honor?
Yes.
How is that?
Bella pooped for her.
Bella pooped for her? Whoa.
Yes. Right?
Whoa.
I would have certainly thought she would have just come back in and shit on the floor.
Okay. I can honestly say the very first vape off of that was excellent. Did not have any. Oh, here's the picture that Jacket guys.
She doesn't poop for anybody but Scuba.
That's where it heats at. Look in the front right there. You can see it heats the pockets. Down here is the pockets. It heats the pockets. And then this is the part it heats in the front part of your chest. And then over here is where it heats up in the back. So, and it doesn't have a hood, which is exactly what I need, because if it had a hood, that can get, that can get pulled back and maybe sucked into the prop. You don't want that to happen. So that's why I want to do it that way.
They are hot pockets.
They are hot pockets. Yeah, she Munchkin tried it on. But yeah, this is vaping great, just like this.
Yeah, it's a little too big for me.
It almost needs a little bit more wattage. I know Cloud Chucker would be like, "Hey, crank it up to 105 watts." For me, that's too hot. I'm not a fan of like really hot vapes. I like mine nice and warm, not cold, stirred, not shaken. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Shaken's fine.
No, it heats up your core, Domino.
I did enjoy both of these little guys. These I got from Vapor DNA.
Yeah, I like the grape one.
The grape one, which is called what? Frosted grape or something grape.
Tastes like grape Hubba Bubba.
It's pretty good. This is the blueberry custard, which is okay.
That one was meh.
This
I
one,
like blueberry. I like the grape one the best, and you wouldn't give it up.
the grape one, yeah, the grape one's gone. I've been trying to vape it, but you can tell it's empty. I like these because they do recharge.
Bless you.
And you can adjust the airflow, which doesn't do a lot, but I mean, it basically turns it from a wide open direct lung to a restrictive direct lung. I wouldn't say it goes all the way down to mouth to lung. They are 6,000 puffs at 5%, which is 0.50 whatever nick, but they vape good. There's something cool about this that you can just take along with you, and you don't have to worry about, hey, is this thing, going to give out on me or what? They just work. For a disposable, I like them.
And it tasted good. I really like the grape one. You wouldn't give it to me because it's mean.
Try to refill the empty one. That is a possibility, DeMillan. I think from what I can see, especially on this blueberry one, it looks like that's a foam material that's holding the juice. So I could drill technically into that and fill it with juice. And just recharge it. But it does have those clips down there that might be able to get the whole cover off and refill it the right way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether or not the coil's going to last that long, I don't know. Draw activate? Yeah, it's draw activate, Scott. These are just pull and it fires. Rock the top back and forth. DeMillan, there's
It's
nowhere
one
to grab.
solid thing.
The plastic goes all the way to the bottom. I would have to be able to grab this to be able to rock the top. You can't just rock the drip tip because it's all one piece. You literally have to get in between this with a screwdriver. Maybe I'll do that. I should do that on the grape one, though. Wow, that actually went in pretty easy. Y'all might be seeing some surgery right here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna work. Hold on a second. Let me put it on the buildy cam. This is gonna work. Actually, let me zoom it in because you won't be able to see nothing like that. So all I did was put my screwdriver. Look how that popped out. So it's got that clip right there, and I just stuck my screwdriver in there and popped that out. Let me see if I can get the other side to pop out. This one still works though, which is unfortunate. But in the name of science, we'll try it. That one came out a little more. So here's the battery over here on this side. And here is your juice over here on this side. This canister.
Oh, you're off your camera. Off the camera.
Well, it's kind of hard to hold it up under there. Well, would you look at that?
Would you just look at it?
You could fill this up with juice. Here's the coil and everything right here. It's just sucking up this wick. Now, getting this to go back in the center of that is going to be a hard problem, but see, because this right here opens up, and that's where that fits. I don't know if I can get that back in there, but I did it. That was not hard at all.
As far as you know.
I bet you it still works. She back together. That was not that hard. That actually was not that hard. Let's go back to the build cam. I mean the rain cam and see if it still works. I could have broke it. Whoa, darkness fades in. It's fine. I'm gonna put some Nilla nuts in this. Once this runs completely out of juice, or the grape one, I'll try either one.
Why? Blueberry and Nilla nuts would be good.
Blueberry and Nilla nuts? Well, when this runs out of juice, maybe by next Friday, I'm going to put another juice in here. It's got that big giant foam thing. The problem with it is it's going to try to leak out. I'm going to have to push the foam down, fill it, and then close it up so that it doesn't leak out. But yeah.
Well, I mean, don't oversaturate it.
These aren't expensive. They're like $12 or maybe 12 or 14 bucks. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Exactly, John Q.
Why are you here? It's 5 p.m.
So, fill it really slow. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, I'm surprised at how easy that popped loose. I mean, there's no glue or anything. That literally, I took a regular old screwdriver and popped it right out. That's awesome, man. And it's got a rechargeable battery. Throw it out and get a real mod. I have real mods, Dolores.
Plenty of those, Dolores.
Yeah, but you know, why not take something that's technically disposable, but it's rechargeable? So
that
why
grape
not?
was actually really good. I like
So why
it.
not recharge this and just throw some other juice in there and see what you get? Now the coil looks like that would be hard to replace. That single stick that was in there, that doesn't look like anything you can change. But the actual juice, yeah, you could fill this back up with juice and keep going until the coil just goes, I'm done. VSO blueberry. I don't think we have VSO blueberry.
I don't think so.
I do have some blueberry timekeeper. I just don't know if it's VSO or not.
We can find out.
Oh, she's going to look. Like it was press fit or something. Well, it's kind of press fit, John Q, but they got little clips at the bottom that hold it in right there. There's one there, and then there's one on this side. That's the only thing holding that in. And the whole thing slid out. Really was easy. I mean, the battery was connected by 2 wires. Yeah, DeMillan disposables have come a long way from where they were in the past. Those things used to be like, nobody wants a disposable, but they've gotten a lot better. Probably because they sell so much better. Here's the Stubby and the juice level, still doing really good. So
we got Flavor West, TPA, and Capella. So blueberry Flavor West, blueberry extra is TPA, and blueberry jam is Capella.
So we do not have VSO blueberry.
We do not.
It's amazing to me how much different stuff is. Like Capella's vanilla custard compared to anybody else's vanilla custard is not the same. Not even close. So the same thing with any other juice. And I know DeMillan's tried so many juices, it ain't even funny. So you could get a pineapple from one company and it's no good. Then you get it from another company and it's absolutely fantastic. So that's the problem, finding the best one from what company, you know, and then you have to mark it down. Okay, if I get pineapple, I'm getting it from here. If I get grape, I'm getting it from here. And remembering to stick with that, and whatever recipe you're trying to change, put your favorite juices in there. Boom. VSO is 40. What is VSO is 40? Oh, 40% off. Oh, wow. DeMillan, don't tell me that. Dadgummit. I don't need to spend more money. More money is a bad thing. I'm interested to see how well the vacuum does, but since Munchkin won't let me open it till Christmas, that's gonna suck. I don't even get it. It's not like it's a Christmas present for anybody. I wasn't like, hey, Munchkin needs a vacuum. That would be stupid because she'd probably wring my neck if I told her, hey, I got you a vacuum for Christmas. I did get her something
Well,
really
I mean,
cool,
that would depend, but we already have a vacuum in the closet that's not open.
so far anyway. Yeah, the recoil RDA is 50%. I saw that. I need to look up the recoil to see if it's something I would like. My problem is I don't do a lot of RDAs. I know Cloud Chucker probably goes through RDAs like pancakes. I don't know, but it's just I got quite a few RDAs that I'm perfectly happy with. I mean the whatchamacallit mini is absolutely
Did you
fantastic.
say he goes through RDAs like pancakes?
Yes, I was just making stuff up.
Okay. Again, Deja, it depends on what kind of vacuum cleaner. If it was the big Mac Daddy Dyson, I'd be cool with that.
Vacuum should be given on Valentine's Day. I'm trying to not be in a doghouse. Neither Munchkin or myself have really. This is my problem, and I completely understand where Munchkin's coming from.
Munchin?
Anything, I said Munchkin.
No, you said munchin. I've answered.
What
to worse,
wire
it's okay.
would I say is best? Okay, first let me get to the Munchkin thing. Neither one of us have really told each other what we wanted for Christmas, and it's hard to buy for me because most stuff that I want, I just go buy it. There is no waiting for Christmas. I go buy it, so it's hard to get me stuff. I gave her a couple ideas. I know she probably got one. The other one, I still need to tell her where to go get it, but we'll get to that point whenever we need to.
He asked for things that I have absolutely zero qualifications on
Okay.
purchasing.
Well, the one thing that I need, I mean, is more of a need than want, is flotation for my paramotor in case I go over water so I don't die. I think that's a good. Nazy's 40% off. Wow. Nazy's got some good stuff. You know. And as far as the wire goes, there's lots of good wires out there, Cloud Chucker. I mean, I've been buying my wire from Wire Optum. Now, I'm not saying it's the cleanest wire out there. Obviously, it's probably not. But if you're doing a stack mech at 0.35, this is the problem. You're already building barely above the ohm limit for a stack mech. 0.3, you don't want to go any lower than that. So number one, you got to be using really good batteries. And number two, you got to be careful. You don't want to go below 0.3 or you're going to stress your batteries to the point to where they vent. And you also do not want to... Now, the 0.35... Now, this is the thing, right? Your battery may have an amp rating of 40 amps. Just say. And on a stack mod, that does not change. It does not double the amperage or anything like that. So stacked 40 amp is 40 amp. So if the build that you have in there is anywhere close to 40 amps, that could be a burst 40. So if it's a burst 40, it'll give you that many amps for whatever period of time, 1 second, 2 second, maybe 3. If you go over that, you have a chance of venting your battery anyway. So I try to stay away anywhere. I wouldn't even go down to 0.3 anything, just to stay away from the variable that could come into play if you vape it for too long of a period. If you hit that mod for 4 or 5 seconds straight, you still are taking a chance on venting your battery. Even though you're within the range, it could be like I said, it may have a burst amp rating to where the
Nazy's
battery.
website is rude. I'm just gonna say that.
Nazy's website is rude.
Yes, when you put in your birth date, it fucking
It tells
spins and pops up your age.
Yes.
I know how old I am. Thank you very much.
Well, if you don't know how old you are, go to Nazy's website and put your birth date in there, and it'll tell you how old you are. There you go.
I need to see that shit.
Daddy's
62.
Lily said you're 52, and Patrick said you're 62.
I'm sending y'all's Christmas presents back.
He's 70.
I'm 70. What?
I was thinking, tell her I was thinking about my waistline, not her age.
Oh, Patrick said he was thinking about his waistline, not your age.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Lily said I was 72.
Well, Patrick gets a reprieve. Lily, we're sending your stuff back.
She's okay with that. I have one set date to put in for
Well, there you
sites
go,
like that.
Dolores.
According to the site, I'm 38. You go, Dolores. You be 38. I need to be 38.
You
I
know,
would feel
when
so much
we
better
went
about it.
to where we were at AutoZone, and the chick that was checking us out, I can't remember what the conversation was about, but we brought up something in the 80s, and she was like, I was 10 years old or something, and I'm doing the math in my head. So I get in the car, I'm like, did she just say she was 10 years younger than me? Because that's what the math added up to. There ain't no way in hell. No, I'm 46 years old. There is no way that chick was 36.
Yeah, I don't
She
know.
looked
We were
like
talking
she
about
was
some show
easily
or
in her
something,
50s.
and she said, yeah, I was 10 when that came out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
daggum, man, I'm old.
Yeah, there's no way in hell. Cause she, if she was 36, she was rode hard and put away wet. She
Yeah.
did not age well.
I give my left nut to be 52. Well, I'm more in the 54-ish range right now.
Well, a lot of them ask for your age, but they don't add it up on a little spinny wheel right in front of you and just blast it in
Well,
the center of the screen to remind you how old you are.
I guess you're young as you feel. My problem is I feel healthy, but not in shape, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the stamina that I used to have by any means. And, you know, Kyle's like, you shouldn't wear a backpack with rocks on it but honestly, I think that's the best thing I could do. I could go buy right now. They have Black Friday sale.
What Kyle says is to get used to the weight of the motor. That's not going to work. If you're using that as part of an exercise routine to get yourself back into shape, yes. But, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if I got a weighted vest that weighs 70 pounds, they have weighted vests that are 70 pounds. That's close to what my paramotor weighs.
Or we could just spend $24 a month and get a gym membership.
Yeah, but this is easy just to walk around wearing.
But you're not going to do it. So
who says I wouldn't do it? I do it all the time. I would walk all over the place. Not in the freezing cold, but yeah.
Yeah, freezing cold. It's 43 degrees out. It's freezing.
Eating is your favorite pastime. I know, right, DeMillan? What's up, Mick? How's it going? I did remember his name. I didn't call him Mitch this time.
And see, that's my thing is I hate exercising, but I really, really like food. And if that's what I have to do to continue to be able to eat copious amounts of bread, then that's what I'm going to have to do. Because I do not want to do keto again. I like food. I want to eat food. I want to eat fried food. I want to eat bread.
You've actually changed it to Mitch. Well, and I get what you're saying. I mean, if you're doing keto, you're really not enjoying life because you're depriving yourself of the foods that you enjoy. So instead, don't do keto, but do exercise. And the
Right. I mean,
exercise
I like
takes
bacon,
effort.
but what's bacon if I can't have biscuits with it? I mean,
Yeah.
if I go out to breakfast and I want to have bacon, I also want grits. Oh, wait, no, can't have them. Can't have corned beef hash.
Just stay
I'll have to do
stoned.
that with myself.
They
We
need
don't
to
have
move.
a food budget to stay stoned all the time, DeMillan.
Shop's 100 miles away. Well, like one of my favorite stores to go and buy stuff is Micro Center. But the closest one to us is 3 hours away. So it's kind of far.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah. Thank God. And you can't, the bad thing about that, you can't order it and get it shipped to you. They only do, you have to buy it at the store. So I'd have to drive 3 hours to go to the store. Or
Yeah, but if we went up that way, we could also go to Iron Age because there is one up there.
there's an Iron Age over there? Ooh. Well, there's also one in Georgia, and we need to go down there anyway.
True.
I fast when I sleep. There you go, John Q. I don't eat while I'm
I
sleeping.
fast every day for at least 8 hours.
Oh, let me take a cough drop. Maybe that'll stop some of my coughing. I don't know.
Like, I don't usually eat at work either.
I could walk there in 6, fatty.
Most of the time, I don't eat breakfast. I have a cup of coffee, and I don't eat till I get home. So, because every time I do eat lunch, then I want to take a nap.
I kind of needed that when we went to InView and got to talk to the park ranger. I kind of needed that assurance that it was okay to fly from there. Once
Yeah,
she
'cause
said
it's
it
so
was
sketchy.
cool. Now what'll happen the next time I go is it'll be a different ranger and he won't be cool with it. You watch. But it is what it is. If the new guy that met up with me, he just bought his equipment. If he wants to go flying and the weather's nice, then I'm gonna try it. I will film it the best that I can. I'm not gonna do my chase cam yet. I need to get a lot better at flying and landing before I do any more.
Yeah, before you
Elaborate
start
videos.
worrying about cameras and videotaping and shit like that, you need to.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that either, DeMillan. I'd rather just go exercise.
you gotta buy points on the black
And
market, DeMillan. Like,
here's the thing, DeMillan, is the Planet Fitness that we would be going to is like 3 stores down from Chihuahuas. So we could
work out and go eat.
treat ourselves once a week and go work out and then go next door and have dinner and have a margarita.
I don't think Mick had any Black Friday taxi sales either.
Depends how far away your fridge is.
Walking
I mean,
to the fridge.
Steps are steps, right?
Well, it's just amazing the amount of what we need is a pill
No, she's not a fucking cat, which is why she's yelling and
that
yowling.
will speed up our metabolism, and we
They
would
don't
burn
make
that off.
those. If they did, gym memberships would not be a thing. I mean, unless you're talking about speed, but I'm not. No.
That's the other thing that you brought up, speed.
Mm.
I'm thinking speed might come back on the show really soon.
Sure they do. Methamphetamine. Yeah, we're not.
Because he's supposed to be moving
I have
in.
jogging pants.
He's supposed to be moving into his new house. He said in a couple of weeks. So it's been that long. Maybe Speed can come back on the show again once he gets settled in his new house. I'm hoping that Speed can come back on. It'd be nice. I need my little troll.
I have all of the above, Dolores. But I would like to be able to paint my toenails and breathe at the same time.
I don't want to forget. Y'all don't let me forget before the show's over that I need to go buy some batteries. I am not going to miss out on that deal.
Well, then do it now, because who's going to remind you? I ain't going to remember.
All right, I'm going to go look
It
now.
wouldn't be the first time you shopped during the show.
because I
Munchkin
think
Scuba. Go buy
I
some
think the
batteries.
problem with it is Timekeeper bought them all, so it's going to be hard. I should have put in. Let me put in the search 21700 because that's what I need.
Exactly, Creed. He said get some 21700s for you.
They got 21700 battery wraps too, which I could use some of those. There we go. Yeah, they're $4.45 a piece.
Yeah,
Add to
John Q, I
cart.
have a wardrobe I need to shove my fat ass back in. I don't have the money to go buy all new clothes, so I will not gain weight gracefully.
You think 8's enough? Well, he bought 10. Timekeeper bought 10. I already have some, but 8 is $35.60 without shipping. I'm just trying to decide how many I need because, you know, okay, 10 is $44.50.
Damn, Nick, that sucks.
That's, well, obviously if it's if it's $4.45 a piece, yeah, 10 is $44.50. Well, there you go. Let me see if I can sign in. Enter my email and they'll send me a login code. What? I thought I was already, you know, like a member.
I don't know.
All right, they supposedly, yeah, they sent me a code. There's my code. Take it. Take it and go.
Take it and go.
It shows how many batteries I've ordered in the past. Holy moly. All the way back to 2018 is when I started ordering from 18650 battery store.
See, could y'all imagine if Amazon like kept a running total of your total purchases throughout?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, but
No, they don't. There's nowhere you can go look up how much have I spent in total ever. Thank God, that would be bad. I am curious, but
okay, they got UPS ground. I'm just gonna pay it with my other credit card because why not? Okay, now I have 10 batteries on the way.
you know, I'm really disappointed that they don't make this scent in like a body wash and a lotion because I like it. It's white pumpkin from Bath and Body Works.
I didn't
It
buy
was
20
also-
batteries like
FYI, ladies,
Timekeeper
they're
did,
having
but I got 10.
a sale at Bath and Body Works. It's buy 3 get 3 free with candles.
Yeah,
it's white pumpkin.
anytime
They
they do a sale
they
like
make it
this,
soap
where am I
and-
shopping?
Candles.
Yeah, 18650 battery store dot blah blah blah. You know what it is, Sue Cool. They got 21700s for $4.45, and then the 18650s are even cheaper than that.
That would not be good, Creed.
They are what were the 18650s? $3.95 a piece for the 35 amp 18650s. And those are Molicel batteries, by the way. I mean, you can get other brands, but I would recommend the Molicels if I was y'all. Oh, you got some today? Yeah. Great deal from those guys. Anytime they do a sale, I buy batteries. Instant
I
headache.
don't go in there, Jamilin. I order online, but
52
Yeah,
a month at Higgy's. Very nice, Creed. I'm glad that people are still buying juice from Higgy's because I'm sure they could use it. I'm glad that they hit the $1 million mark. That's like, what? I had no idea. Hey, Dave. It's amazing to know that they've sold that much in juice over the years. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a long time, but that's still a lot of juice sold. That's a lot. But then again, what other company sells juice by the liter? You know?
not too many.
I haven't seen any other company goes, yeah, you want a liter of juice? We got you.
Well, and allowed you to do the customization, and when they could, where you could
Right? You can go,
make
hey,
your
I
own
want
recipe.
5 milligram. We got you. We got you.
Or
So
not even that. Just, hey, I want something that tastes like this, and they're like, okay, okay.
right, and able to order concentrates. That's another thing. Yeah, Breeze, able to order concentrates from there. So if you have a favorite juice from them, you can go, hey, let me get the concentrate, and I'll mix the rest myself. Saves you a lot of money, and you already have the concentrate, so it's like boom, boom, you're done. It's so simple that way. And being so hard to get nicked nowadays, good Lord. I'm hoping it's so bad. I really hate that YouTube has developed this policy where vaping's bad, but smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol and drugs and freaking guns are fine. You know, it just, that blows my mind.
YouTube hasn't developed the policy. The advertisers have. The advertisers get to make the rules.
Well, Mick, I mean, you can say Scuba's nuts. I know a lot of people have said Scuba's nuts. Bill Hubbard is the original recipe man for Nilla nuts. Don't ever let me sway you in any other direction. I haven't heard from Bill in a long time, but Bill is the main man for Nilla nuts. Trust me. Alls I did was help Bill promote it. And I mean, it's like it took off immediately. And then he gave out the recipe, which I was like, what? You sure you want to do that? And he was like, yeah, I want people to be able to make it. And when he gave out the recipe, people just started making it themselves. People that actually DIY. And if they didn't DIY, they would buy it from e-cigs. That, you know, we tried to go to other companies to see if they would sell it. No, we want to use such and such vanilla custard because it's cheaper. How about no? If you change the vanilla custard, you change the entire recipe. It's not going to taste the same. Don't do that. With Higgies, you got a choice. You can get V1 Capella. You can get V2. You can get whatever strength. You can get the wow, whatever, you know, in your face, which is awesome. I like the fact that they got that. Nilla Nuts is awesome cloud illusions. That's what I'm vaping right. That's what Nilla Nuts. Nilla Nuts is in this bottle, which is almost empty, by the way. I vape that all the time. And I know Bill has his own. Bill's got Bill's Nuts. You know, Bill's got his own version of nuts, which I think it's got a lot more nuts in it. I only threw my little nuts in there. I didn't have a lot of nuts. Mick, I almost said Mitch. Here's an old mod for you. You probably, I don't even know if you've been around long enough to remember the X Cube 2, which lights up right down the fire button right here. It is made by Smoke, whichever one you want to say. It is a 160 watt temperature control mod with the good old, look at the battery freaking connector in this thing. It's got the big old springs in it. Yeah, that's old school right there.
Mine is downstairs in that cabinet.
Did I unstick that mod? Oh,
no.
Are you talking about the spade, Dolores? I have not. The spade is the one that I need to unstick.
No, the fire button on the X Cube was sticking, remember?
Oh, it is still. You know what? It's sticking because
it's got juice in it?
No, the screws that are in the top are really tight, so it's pushing down on the fire button. It may just need cleaning, but it's been sitting so long. Okay, so she is talking about the cube. Yeah, it's sticking a little bit at the top right there. I can get some alcohol in there and it'll be good as gold. It's just sticking a little bit. And yeah, because it was auto firing on me the last show. It was like, well, stop doing that. 21700 mods, there's 3 choices out there, in my opinion. I mean, besides the triad, or what do they call that big mod that, damn, Cloud Chucker's got one. I like the Guar 21, the Evdillo, and the Cream Hill. Those are my 3 top 21700 dual 21700 mods. Either one of those 3, I know I'm good to go. What's the most gadgety mod I own? Gadgety. I would say most gadgety, hands down, G-Class V2.
It's
Hands down.
Yes.
That thing has everything on it. G-Class V2 is... it's got so many settings on there, I don't even know where to begin to... I mean, I tried to go through all of them when I did the review of it, but there's so many settings.
See, to me, gadgety and fidgety are completely different. I would say gadgety would be the X Cube because it's got all them flashing lights and shit.
That's just flashing lights,
the
though.
G-Class, the actual style of the mod is very basic. The menu's fun, but the mod itself is very basic. I wouldn't consider that gadgety.
Well, I mean, if you were going to go by gadget, would it be the T-Class because it's got spinners on it? I mean, I don't know what do you consider gadgets? Because, you know...
That's why I would say the X Cube because it's just... flashy lights.
Yeah, the beeper mod. I mean, the beeper mod's cool. I wouldn't. I don't know. It does have little games and stuff you can play on this. I mean, it's still got battery power. It's still good to go.
It's got games on it.
Yes, it's got games on it.
Well, thank you, Timekeeper. You
But-
didn't need to do that.
You got us some blueberry and huckleberry. Man, that is awesome, Timekeeper. Timekeeper is the man. He is the man. The Odin.
Have to
Thank
find a
you,
pie
Cloud Chucker. I
recipe.
couldn't remember the name of that damn mod. The Odin. Gotcha. Gadgety equals finicky. That is true also, John Q. There's a lot of people that when they vape,
I'll be right back.
they don't want to have to deal with all the settings and stuff. They want to be able to pick up something and just vape. Now, I know y'all don't know probably. I've been doing, the last couple of weeks, I've been on a show over on Sean Simon's channel. Symons. I don't know if that's Simons or Simmons, but he does a paramotor talk show. And it's on Monday nights. And I've been going on that the last couple of weeks. Last week, I barely got to talk any because his guest had a lot to say, which that's fine. I try to fill in the gaps when people don't talk because I'm good at running my mouth usually. So I was trying to fill in the gaps, but yeah, I do that show. I was on Jade's show Wednesday. Jade does a show, it's for girls mainly, and it's called Just Wanna Fly. That one's for people that fly paramotors or trikes or paragliders on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., I do believe, Eastern Standard Time. Jade has come night and day. We had a little talk on private on Zoom, and I said, just be yourself when you're doing your show. She was, how people, when they come on and cast, they try to stick to a strict schedule, like, okay, we're going to do a show, and this is our content. We're going to go do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, which is what she was doing. And let me check, DeMillan. And I was saying, no, just be yourself. Oh, I just went away from... I don't know because it said, oops, something went wrong. You may have got it. I don't know, DeMillan. Just Wanna Fly. It's just wanna, like WANNA, Just Wanna Fly. That's DeMillan's channel. Sean Simons is SEAN and then SYMONS, I do believe. That's how you find his channel. I'll be probably on there again this Monday. 40% off is great. VSO flavors, that's a great deal also. If y'all need some flavoring, there you go. DeMillan will be doing her show, I'm sure, on Monday. Her show. Wendy's show, but DeMillan will be on there, and so will Addie Tooney. Got to tune in and watch that. I do whenever I can. A lot of times I'm doing something else. I've been playing a lot of God of War. Like I said, I've got 15 or 16% done of that game, and I've been playing it like 2 weeks straight. Going, why in the hell am I not further in this game than I am already? I thought I was near the end. No, I'm not. I'm not. post a link and we'll troll watch you. I'll give you a link to Sean's channel. Let me find it real quick. Because yeah, you can go back and look. I was on his channel. There it is, right there. That's pretty easy. YouTube at Paramotor, Arkansas. That's his channel right there. If you go back and look at any show, episode 146, 145, I'm on either one of those. And you can go, if you want to find my channel, you can go to paramotordude.com and it'll take you straight to my channel. At least for right now. I may have to pay some money and get that lengthened, but other than that, yeah. That's all paramotor talk. That's no vaping talk. There's another guy called Never Trust a Skinny Chef, Shane. He vapes, and I was like, hey man, I could help you out with vaping, you know. I've been doing, he's like, dude, I've been vaping 10 years. I was like,
never mind.
so have I, but you know, apparently he knows what he's doing. So I just told him Scuba sent me. Well, you know, hey, there you go. Well, thank you, Dolores. Yeah, I'll be on there Monday night, I'm pretty sure, and we'll be talking about paramotors and how not to die. What is Wendy's link? Hey, there you go. Not that Wendy's ever posted a link to my channel, ever, but I guess I could post a link to Wendy's show. There you go. DeMillan did it. And that is quite fine. I'm not mad about that at all. Trust me. Yeah, go watch DeMillan and Wendy and Addie Tooney on Monday nights. I mean, y'all got to have something else to do during the week, right? Go watch them over there. They mix different recipes and stuff every Monday. So, I mean, especially if you like to DIY, it's a really good show to watch to help you learn more about DIYing your own juice. They take comments and suggestions from chat, so that can, you know, if there's a juice you like, hey, I want a strawberry coconut custard, whatever. If it has cinnamon in it, you can hang it up because Wendy's allergic to cinnamon. Other than that, you're pretty much clear to go.
Strawberry coconut custard actually sounds kind of good.
Does it? I just made that up off the top of my head. Strawberry coconut custard. There you go. Let's make that juice. Let's make it happen. watch DeMillan and Wendy cat fight. There you go. They do kind of cat fight, and Eddie's there to straighten them both out, so it works out. I've deleted it to save them what's wondering what's going on. It's fine.
That's no fun.
Mick, you can leave it. If you put on there Scuba sent me, hey, he's going to say, well, thanks for sending such and such over, you know.
No, it was the wrong link, so he posted on some random person.
Oh, well, that would be weird, yeah.
That's why I said leave it. That's even funnier. Right.
I think
You're gonna be like,
Designs.
who the fuck is Scuba?
I think QP Designs have 30% off right now also. I got an email about that. So if y'all are looking for something from QP Designs, I'm pretty sure they have 30 or 40% off right now also. There's a lot of places that have sales. Y'all probably have a ton of emails right now. Don't miss out on a good sale for something that you're looking for because you didn't bother to look. Sick to death for that milkshake. Thank you, Dolores. There's a link to QP Design. I'm pretty sure they got I mean, I can click on it. I don't know what their sale is right now, but am I 18 over? Yeah. Fatality 25 remastered. Well, I got the freaking sale on my email. Hold on, let me see what the sale was. Because I got so many emails, it's like, let me find Black Friday sale, QP Design, 20% off. I'm sorry, 20% off applied at checkout. So anything you buy from QP Designs right now is 20% off which you will see in the cart. Once you add it in your cart, it takes that down. So, and the only thing that looks like, I mean, they got the Fatality M25 remastered for $59.99, so that would bring it down to what? If it's 60, I would say $52 or something like that, I'm guessing. Oh, nice, Wit. There you go. So they dropped your laptop down to $350. Yeah, and especially if you like the laptop that you got, you know, if you get it, you can get 2 more really cheap. Go for it. I'm bad at doing that. I'm so bad at that. What are you munching on, Munchkin?
Katie made turkey carcass soup.
Oh, it dropped $350. That's good. Can we say Black Friday? Well, I don't know if we can. Is this your paramotor channel?
Basically, fucking
Patrick made turkey soup.
No.
Correct him.
Oh, why is it doing that?
What are you doing?
I'm giving you the correct. Why is it putting a space? Come on. This thing will not let me type what I'm trying to type. Okay, I just sent you the link, Cloud Chucker. All that does is bring you back to this YouTube channel. I do need to make a separate channel for paramotoring. I will do that in the foreseeable future. I just don't think I have enough videos now to start a whole nother channel, and then I'd have to get a whole nother subscriber database, which that's gonna take a while. I'm no Tucker Guy by any means, so that's gonna take a while. But y'all, I just don't want to mix all the vaping videos with paramotor videos, because then it confuses people. Because if you come look at like one of my paramotor videos, and in the description it goes, "This is a laid-back show about vaping, blah blah blah," that doesn't match at all. So I gotta separate those two.
Vapors have hobbies. Excuse me.
Yeah, you can have hobbies. Yeah, no, don't do that, Cloud Chucker. That is not me. Yeah, but Paramotor
you can
Dude.
subscribe to them anyway. But
if you go to paramotordude.blah, that will bring you right back to my YouTube channel. At least for now, like I said. I don't know how long that's going to last. I think it expires in January. I may have to extend that, but wow. So, Bull City is 20% off. Code stuffed. Well, there you go. There's another coupon code. There's a lot of Black Friday sales. I get myself into trouble. I've already spent way too much money. I got a credit card with a high limit on it and just started spending money like I was going out of style. The problem with that is they always want you to pay that back.
They do.
So I don't want to go too crazy with it. So I'm trying to, keep it reasonable. But right now it's getting past the reasonable point to where I'm like, no, I need to stop. So that's what I'm going to do.
Well,
I did just buy batteries on that card, but
I've got to get Katie's present. I have to get you something else. And you and I need to go shopping for the small people.
yes. Well, don't speak too loudly.
Not going to. Okay. You also need to get something.
I know you can hear. Hallie's like, I can hear you.
I know you can.
We know, for the kids, we can go to that shop called Sticks and Whips. I think Sticks and Whips would be awesome. We could get them some sticks and some whips.
That just seems like we're arming the children.
No, it's to beat the children. It's to beat the children.
Oh, okay.
FLVs in 2 weeks. FLVs. What? Why am I not familiar with
I can't
FLV?
have a second monitor with this computer. I don't have any way to plug it together. Well, Steve keeps saying, yeah, there is, but yet he has yet to do that. I do have 2 monitors at work, though, and I couldn't function without 2 monitors.
Yeah, you can.
Have I ever showed you guys my little tiny cheese grater? Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
You like the mod I showed last week.
It's so itty bitty. I love my cheese grater.
You don't even have to press a button. What mod was that? I mean, this one? I mean, I don't know what mod that you don't have to press a button on that I had.
I think I owe like $1,400 on my Best Buy card. Nothing, Dolores. It was 99 cents at TJ Maxx, and I saw it.
Well,
standing in
my
line.
Apple credit card
to
is
have it.
completely paid off. I've paid it completely off. I have like 6 credit cards. One of them has a low balance. The new one that I just got has
Oh,
a
he's talking about the X Cube.
higher balance. Oh, the X Cube. Oh, thanks, John Q. Yeah, he's talking about you don't have to press a fire because it was auto firing. I got you. Nice, John Q. X Cube sold out everywhere. Well, that's because they made that mod forever ago. Flavors with a O-U-R-S, just like they spell aluminium. Oh, you know, I'll let the English or folks over the pond get away with that. I'll just let them have that.
What, adding the extra letters?
Mm-hmm. They love action.
He's trying to be
See,
fancy.
over here in the United States, we like taking away letters. We don't like adding letters. Adding letters is bad. Oh my gosh, Jade, how you doing? There we go. I was just talking about your channel earlier,
Hi,
Jade.
Jade.
So Jade is the one I was speaking of that mainly does, you know, she does stuff about paramotors and paragliding and trike flying and a lot to do with women. So for women that are like looking into getting paramotoring, you can go check out her channel at Just Wanna Fly.
Well, I mean,
Right
you
as
guys,
it's spelled, right there what you see in chat.
you boys have kind of cornered the market on that. So
I wouldn't say the boys have cornered the market on paramotoring.
No. You shut up and let me talk.
Go ahead.
Yes, you have. Okay, so like
How
I
we've-
didn't
how-
see the only woman I saw at Kyle's was Deweese. At the fly-in, there was one woman there that was flying. That we went to. It's a boys' sport. So I think it's great that there is some place where the women can gather and talk about things amongst them. I mean, even though you guys get into it too.
It's
you know,
not
I mean-
it's not the boys' fault that there's not more women paramotoring.
I didn't say it was your fault.
Okay.
I didn't say it was your fault, but you have to. You're never gonna understand what it is like to be a female trying to break into a male-dominated industry, whether that be something that's recreational or work-related, to where it's a boys' club. You're always going to be on the outside. You're always going to be an outsider, and I think it's great that they have a place to go where it's women.
I love
supporting
seeing
women.
women fly. I mean, I think the women are more where they feel intimidated by the sport and, hey, am I going to be strong enough to be able to do this? But honestly, especially if you have a trike, you don't need...
You know what? All you need is balls big enough to yeet yourself off the fucking ground. That's all you need.
You just need
I'm
balls.
personally going to keep mine on the ground where I belong.
Okay. Jade, that's Munchkin. That's my other half.
Hi.
She's definitely going to tell it like it is, no matter what. So there you go. But yeah, I'm glad that women are in the sport. I have no ill feelings towards them whatsoever. I love seeing it. It makes me feel better about doing it myself.
Chesticles will
I
work
think
as
Scuba
well,
can
Dolores.
if he pulls off putting on a bra. Really? I got to put a bra on?
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say
It's my
Scuba's
fault there's not female flyers? No, hold on now. It's not my fault that there's not more female flyers. I think it's more about, like I said, it's the whole mentality of, hey, do I have what it takes to be able to fly one of these things? And honestly, I think any woman out there can fly.
Well, I think it goes back to to childhood too. I mean, when I was a young person, I climbed trees and jumped off buildings and did dumb shit.
So you're saying you
Um,
never had a desire to fly?
Not really, no. I as I got older and realized, hey, if I hit the ground wrong, that's gonna hurt. I'm not a daredevil. I am not a thrill seeker.
Okay.
Mom
Well-
wanted me to go skiing, and I do not. That does not sound relaxing. Hurling myself down a frozen mountain.
Some women are daredevils, but
Right.
I think even as a young person, I would think most people. Well, see, DeMillan says there's no way in hell I would try that. I don't know, y'all.
See, that's because Jade has balls of steel.
I think
Or
people.
chesticles of steel.
I
Mr. Lors.
I don't know. I just think if you have dreams when you're young, you're like, I really wish I could fly. I know all dudes probably have that dream. Maybe women
yeah,
don't have that
because-
dream. Maybe y'all have the dream of white picket fence and a castle and
All
a
right,
wedding.
now you're pushing it. All right.
No,
Now
I'm
you're
just
pushing it.
saying that's the
No,
way
I'm
it goes.
just saying, boys watch superheroes. How many little girls did you see running around with capes tied around their neck, jumping down stairwells because they can fly, Lily withstanding? You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's kind
fair
of a,
point. I do.
kind of a boy thing, you know?
I pretty fly for a white guy.
Now, Lily, I can totally
what
see
did
Lily
Breeze
doing
just
something
post?
like
Breeze, you did not post me in a bra,
she?
did you? Oh my God.
She did.
There you go, Jade. There's you a nice screenshot of me in a bra. At least I don't look too fat in that picture.
See, I love roller coasters and
Oh, that made Hallie
things
laugh.
like that. But
Oh my
just-
God.
there's so much stuff that you guys have to remember with the paramotor, and like, you know, just looking at all the lines when you're trying to lay out your lines on your wing, that gives me anxiety. So it wouldn't be relaxing to me.
Jade, I do want to say that you nailed it again this past week. I don't think there was not a lot of period to talk, especially on Sean's show. Oh my God, when I did Sean's show, his guest never stopped talking. I was
that's
like,
what you want.
well, I was there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fill the gaps when there's quiet time. There was no quiet time. There was
You
zero
weren't needed.
quiet time. So I'm like, wow, I just sat back and listened because they had a lot to talk about, and it was very informative and interesting, but there was no quiet time. You just had to sit back and go, okay, they got this. I'm just gonna hang back and watch. At least on Jade's show, you can at least like try to find a gap and get in and say something. But
Oh,
yeah.
he's got to wait 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
but
He has to
that's
wait
good.
10 minutes. Yeah, okay. Jade, the only reason I have that set is because once you've been on YouTube a while, you get a lot of spammers that come in and post those stupid porn links. That's why it has the 10-minute thing. That's the only reason I have that 10-minute thing on there, because otherwise I get people that come in here and they post all those stupid porn links and it gets on my... Now, don't get me wrong. I got plenty of mods that will handle it, but it's just like...
Yeah, you're taking away all of our fun.
Teach you how to do that? Well, I mean, hopefully you don't mean teach you how to be very talkative. I could teach you that. That's very easy.
I mean, alcohol is what we usually use. But
You wasn't supposed to give away the secret.
he did, John Q. It's funny you say that, because when he got off the show, I said, I don't think I've ever heard you that
So quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But,
went to go.
That's good though. You don't want to have guests on where you ask them a question and they're like I it may have been Jade's show when she asked if you could fly anywhere you wanted or something like that, and they're like, I don't know, and then just stop talking. It's like, give me something to work with here, people. I mean,
You've never seen a porn link? Dom Long, you must have missed some shows, because not only do they post
they
it
don't
during
look
the
like
show,
porn links, though. They're just those weird.
they also post
Those
them
weird
after
links.
the show down in the comments below the show, and I have to go through and edit those out. It's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. It honestly is. But you just got to expect that if you put yourself out there in the public, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be like,
No, John Q. Nobody needs a porn link.
Jade, this is the thing, right? Depending on how long you've been, see, I've been doing this a long time. I mean, I may have been vaping like 10 years, but I don't know how long I've been broadcasting, but I'm just used to being on the camera now, so it doesn't bother me at all. People that are new to getting on a video call and being online, it really intimidates them, and they shut up. They're quiet. And it's weird. You get offline and they're in a private room, they'll start talking. It's like, really? Why didn't you do that during the show? But
there's the whole thing of unknown etiquette, too. You don't want to talk over people. You don't want to interrupt people. You don't want to take over, I mean, it's something that, especially if you have guests that don't get on Zoom, they don't know. They have no idea. And then you have other ones that just... Yeah, Dolores is super quiet on Zoom. Yeah, Dolores.
Dolores.
Talk over that one because he'll never shut up otherwise.
Okay, I know I talk a lot. I talk a lot. I do. But would you rather hear quiet during the show? I don't think that's a thing, And my show lasts 2 hours. A lot of shows barely get 1 hour in. I can get 2 hours in without even blinking.
Longer than that sometimes.
Yeah, I've done 5-hour shows. I've done way longer shows, and I never stop the entire time. But
yes,
5 hours is a lot to ask anybody to watch. So I try not to do 5-hour shows unless it's some special occasion, which today technically is. But oh, look, there's Lily. Well, thank you, Dolores. I if I'm entertaining, great. I try to be a little bit, but I would be mentally drained if I had a 5-hour show.
Again, alcohol. I don't know if you drink, but it's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I may go over some tonight. I'd love to see Eric come in here. Y'all need to go check out their show on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, Just Wanna Fly, go to that channel, and they'll come on at 8 o'clock. And Jade has been doing an excellent job. I can't commend her enough on, I mean, it was like almost 180-degree turn from what she was doing. She was doing the content like boom, 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 one after the other. And now she is being herself, actually interacting with her guest. And it is like a way better show. I can't even begin to tell y'all. It's a way better show. And not anything against her whatsoever. I just think she needed to find her groove. And she's found it now. She don't need any help anymore. She's good to go. She's got it now. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you've got it, Jade. Trust me.
What do you mean, Cherokee?
Like NASCAR, I need to get in the house and see what Shauna's up to. Thanks for the show. What? What about NASCAR? I don't know. What? Taking a left? Now if we can get rid of the drama. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Jade, I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, boy.
Drama has always been a big topic, especially in vaping. Drama used to be like what brought all the viewers in. People like to watch drama. That's what they're drawn to. If you have a show that's full of drama, lots of people come to watch. My show, I've always tried to avoid drama. If drama starts, I kick it, I nip it in the bud. That's why there's certain topics I won't talk about on my show. Because if you start talking about politics, abortion, anything like that,
Well, I mean, that would
drama
be a
starts
little
every time.
weird for them to talk about on a paramotor show, but
Well, exactly. But I mean, but people bring it up. They do. And you just have to ignore it because it's going to start a tangent conversation that you don't want to get into. And I let people have their own beliefs. Whatever they want to get into, that's fine. I'm not trying to sway whatever you believe in. You do you. You do you. I just want to, yeah, there you go. And you
unless
shut
we're
it
talking
down.
about that douchebag Del Shanzi, can we all agree that we can trash him? 'Cause
Del
he
Shanzi
sucks as a
in the
human being.
paramotor world is a freaking barnacle that needs to be scraped off a turtle.
Barnacles don't attach themselves to turtles.
I'm just so tired of him going, oh, you got to have a flat top and you got to have a freaking Dominator wing or you're going to
I
die.
don't even care about that. The fact that he's calling other people murderers and he's just...
Yeah, he called Kylo a murderer.
douche.
It's like, really, dude? What the hell?
If you looked up douchebag in the dictionary, it would be his stupid face next to it.
If you haven't seen the latest story about Del Shanzi where he took up somebody tandem flight and the guy jumped out to do basically a base jump from the paramotor and died because his chute didn't deploy and then proceeded to land at his little camper that he had on the ground and then tell the police he didn't even know the guy when he was actually the one training that guy.
Eric finally got in.
Eric, what's up? That was the longest 10 minutes ever. I'm sorry, Eric. I have to do that to keep the troll guys off of there. I do appreciate you and Jade showing up tonight, by the way. I really appreciate it. I just one of my past guests saw the whole thing. Oh, really, Jade? I would be interested to know about that because I really think it takes the biggest coward in the world to let that happen and then tell the police you don't even know that person. What kind of scared POS is that? Why can't he stick up and say, yeah, but I had no, what I would have done is I would say, yeah, I was training him, but I had no idea he was going to jump out of the freak or something to that nature instead of going, no, I don't know him. I don't know him. That's terrible.
But to me, the whole Del Shanzi thing, it's drama, but at the same time, it's not drama, right? Because it's a safety thing, there are not a whole lot of resources out there for paramotor people as far as for someone to go and find out who's reliable and who's not. Ew, that just icks me out.
A womanizer, that makes perfect sense. I completely believe that. The guy cannot help but brag every word that comes out of his mouth.
When you first started looking into getting training, right? He was one of the pages you ran across, right?
Yes.
So it's very difficult for someone to determine who is trustworthy, who is not. If you didn't know any better and tuned in to one of his idiotic rants about how everybody else is murderers and will get you killed, to me, it's disingenuous as far as the sport is concerned. He is nothing more than a used computer salesman.
That actually ran for office. That's hilarious.
He's a skis ball. I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. He may be a great pilot, but as soon as he opens his mouth, all of that goes out the window because he thinks he can go do no wrong. And I do not want to have anything to do with anybody that can't admit their own mistakes. Full stop.
There you go.
It's dangerous.
There you go.
So it's not drama. It's a safety issue. People need to know who these people are that are out there.
We've already went past 2 hours. I mean, how long do you want to go? I'm just wondering.
Not too much longer.
Okay. Well, we can cut it off pretty soon. I'm hoping that I get to go flying tomorrow. We had one new guy that just went and had training with Anthony Vella, of all people. You probably know Anthony Vella's name. So he actually bought a Fly Products Rider, which is the same paramotor I have. Now, he got the regular Moster 185, and I got the 185 Factory R. So there's not much difference between the two. I don't know what wing he has. He hasn't said yet. He does work for Smithfield, which I think is awesome. Smithfield gave him a bonus.
Trying to horn in on his 1 pound of bacon a week.
Yeah, he gets that's an awesome bonus for a company to give you. They gave him a coupon book that gives him 1 pound of bacon every week for an entire year.
I don't know about y'all.
That's
but I'd
awesome,
rather-
man. I would be like,
Yeah.
give me the bacon, give me the bacon. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, he wants to try. He just got his equipment, got his motor broke in, and he wants to try to fly tomorrow. If that's possible, we're gonna fly tomorrow. I'm sorry, Eric. I mean, we started at 8 p.m. Where were you at 8? My show is 8 to 10 every Friday. I'm already past time. But I mean, hey, we can talk paramotor stuff if you want. I still need to set this guy up. I haven't set up my my chase cam, which I want to do, but I really want to get good on my landings and stuff before I work on adding more cameras.
I would prefer that you do that. I would
had to go
prefer
there.
that you get used to taking off and landing before you mess with anything regarding filming.
Well, this is the thing, right? I got a Class A wing that takes a lot of brake input just to flare. Not to mention the fact that I came in, that landing that I have posted in the channel where I
Turtle?
came in and I turtled.
Mhm.
I came in, now you can tell from the video because you
Good
can see the
idea, Eric.
windsock that I'm going directly into the wind. I mean, directly into the wind. But I came in really slow. I was like, wow, this is slow. It was almost too much. So when I went to flare, nothing happened. I got all the way down to my nipples and still nothing happened. So I kind of hit my feet and then went down to my knees as I'm still trying to go down with the flare. And then the weight kicked in and I turtled.
It's over.
I totally turtled.
It was a slow motion turtle.
It was a slow motion turtle, but
I think that's a very good idea, Eric. Now, when Scuba was doing his training, he did not even attempt. I was on the ground. I videotaped it. I had the camera.
yeah.
But that you shouldn't be focused on anything but getting yourself off the ground and back on the ground safely instead of fiddling with cameras and phones and all of that.
I mean,
Did I get a picture? No, I didn't, Jade, because I was at work.
yes, she was not there. That actual turtle was during the Soar the Shore fly-in. Remember, I was telling y'all about the
I know.
the spring wing, which is coming up in May of next year. May, right?
Yes.
Yes, May of next year, May 17th through the 21st, which I'm sorry, Eric, I have not sent you the details yet. I'll try to get more details and send them over to you. But May the 17th through the 21st of next year will be spring wing, and it is an absolute awesome place to fly from. You have water, you got 18 gabillion outs. If you have a motor out, you can land somewhere, trust me. There's plenty of places to land, which I think is awesome. Nice grass runway. It's not a paved runway. It's a grass runway, and the field is all cut nice and neat. You can camp out right there at the airfield. Gordon Campbell, who is the owner of the airfield, is absolutely amazing dude. He's really nice. He says if enough people show up, he's gonna break out the big tent. The people that we met, was it Dee Dee and her husband, which I can't remember his name. They have a big old RV. They drive out there and they cook some really good food. I was like, man, this is awesome. I would pay for this food. It was so good. But I'm hoping that Jade and Eric show up for that next year.
Here's the link for the spring wing. It'll take you to the.
It is
Facebook
in
page.
Virginia, Eric. It is on the eastern shore of Virginia. But
Damn it! All right, hold on.
Munchkin's trying to get you a link directly to the fly-in. So on the eastern shore of Virginia, like I said, the only thing you got to worry about if you come in from the south side, you got to worry about the toll. The north side, I don't know if they charge as much or if at all coming from the north side, but I know the south side, it's like a $14 toll coming in and another $6 going out. It's like $20 total. But it's a 17-mile
All right,
bridge
link
that
was
you got to
way too
cross.
long. So let's try this one. All right, here's a tiny URL that should take you to the Facebook event for Spring Wing 2023.
There you go. 2023. Yeah, please add it to the USPPA because I think more people should show up. I mean, we went to Soar the Shore, and there was about 10 of us there flying. And one guy's been flying for like 15, 20 years. He's been flying a long time. And he flies a trike, but I can't remember his name. He is definitely not from the U.S. I don't remember his name, but man, they had some accents.
Wasn't it Andre, or did he just remind me of Andre?
It may have. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of
No, we
fly-ins on
don't.
the. No, we don't, Eric. That's the problem. I mean, besides bad apples, that's the other problem. Bad apples is also in May, but usually bad apples happens before spring wing. Bad apples is usually early in May, and then spring wing would be right after that. And I don't want y'all. I know y'all don't want to miss bad apples. I'm from Georgia. I'd love to catch that event. I don't know if I'll be able to make it down there during that time, but I'd love to be able to catch both of them. I really enjoy flying in my home
Yeah,
in my
you're
state
pushing
now
it.
that I'm in, but
You might have to. I think I'm sick.
hey Al, how you doing, Al? Haven't seen you in a little while. I hope you're
Al,
doing
happy
okay.
Thanksgiving.
There are no tolls in the sky yet. John
No,
Q.
but he's not flying across Chesapeake Bay. To get
No,
to
I
the
don't want to
eastern
go
shore.
across the water. You can get near to the water, but you don't want to fly over the water. I just plan on flying near it.
Not a fan?
Not a fan of bad apples. Okay, Eric, then you'll like this fly-in then. I mean, this is my thing, right? I like fly-ins. I don't like going to fly-ins where there's like 200 people trying to fly at the same time. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. I mean, yeah, you can have a lot of people in the air, but you really have to watch your 6, 12, 3, 9, 2, 1 o'clock everywhere because you don't know who's around you and you have to be very careful because you don't want to run into somebody else. That's danger, man. I don't like flying with that many people. That's too many.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You're right,
Oh,
Jen. It is kind of like NASCAR.
drama.
That's the boys' club, too.
Dolores just gave you the link to the float
Danica
system.
Patrick's pretty much the only one.
Look at there.
Eric, did you see that little tiny URL I put in for the Facebook page for the Spring Wing?
Yeah, definitely check out the Spring Wing. Like I said, I got a video on my channel for Soar the Shore where I did my turtle. You can hear how excited I was because I had a mic hooked to my GoPro, so you can
how
hear me
unexcited
talking.
he was when he tipped the hell over at the end.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
damn
shit.
it. That's all I could say because, well, shit and damn it. I know I was cussing because I was like, damn.
It was amusing, though.
Whoa.
What?
I just got a text saying I spent $316.
You did at Amazon.
Was that
Vacuum cleaner.
that was the vacuum cleaner? Okay.
Yes.
Why is it just now telling me that? Okay. I don't know. All right.
Look, that's how much he spends. He don't even remember what the hell he bought.
I spend money and I'm like, I spend money? I guess I did. I got a heated jacket, Eric. Hold on. Have y'all tried this yet? This is the jacket I got. This is a Milwaukee heated jacket so that I can fly in the cold weather. It heats your chest, your pockets, and your back. This jacket was $200 because it's on Black Friday sale. And it lasts for 12 hours. Well, on low setting, it's 12 hours. On the highest setting, I think it's got a 3-hour, which that's fine for me. I have a few of them. Damn, Eric.
See, Eric, we share an Amazon account, so my phone all day long is constantly pa-ding, 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 pa-ding. Yeah, all day.
We better get off here, babe. We've been on here long
Yep.
enough. I do appreciate Eric and Jade showing up tonight. I will definitely. I got my own account. Jade's got her own account. Like I got my own. I don't even need to be on Eric's Amazon because I got my
Well,
own.
I share the Prime with somebody else, and so he's on mine, so we don't have to both pay for Prime. But
I
yeah.
still got a cough, but I got cough drops for that. I'm gonna take another cough drop right now. Because it.
Ooh.
What?
You have cheese curds. They're in Wisconsin.
Oh, cheese curds. Yes, the cheese
I got
curds. She
some in
still
my
got some in the fridge. We got some
Ricky cheese.
cheese curds sent to us, and they're nice and squeaky. They're oh, you very, very welcome, Jade. You're welcome anytime. Come on back.
You're welcome, Deja.
Like I said, y'all can catch me again probably Monday night on Sean Simon's show, which is Clear Prop TV. But y'all will figure that out if you go there.
Anytime. We're here every Friday.
We're here every Friday,
And
8 to
it's
10
not-
o'clock. Every Friday.
I have derailed his show. He likes to have content where he talks about vaping. I will talk about
I did
it.
talk about vaping earlier.
Christmas trees,
That was earlier.
food, whatever, Yeah.
Always dangerous when Scuba invites his normal friends. normal
look.
friends.
We don't know if they're normal. I mean, they appear to be normal, but we really don't know. They could be freaks. We have no idea.
All right, there you go. At Just Wanna Fly. Yeah, just go to look up Just Wanna Fly on YouTube. You will find their channel Wednesday night. Go check them out. We will catch you guys. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Like I said, we ate so much we needed a wheelbarrow to get us out of the joint. We were stuffed to the gills.
See, they're not normal.
And I think tomorrow we're going to put up the Christmas tree and try to go flying. So big day tomorrow.
He's very ambitious.
I don't know if all that's going to happen. If I do get to fly, I will record it and upload it to YouTube, even if it has a bad landing, which, crossing my fingers, does not happen. We will see. And maybe you get to see my new friend. That, I won't even mention his name yet. We'll see. If he shows up, we'll go from there. Because the weather's going to change bad on Sunday. It's going to rain here. So tomorrow's the last day of decent weather. Just remember to go back to everything you learned, basics. I know, right, Jade? Yeah. Basics is fine, but I learned on a Class B wing, and then I went to a Class A wing. So the Class A requires a lot more effort.
You're just overthinking it. You're overthinking it.
I'm
Worrying about
overthinking
the
it.
cameras and the video and the landing.
I flared, but I'm going like 2 miles an hour. It's like
Flare harder.
flare harder.
Mhm.
I need a harder flare, guys. I need a harder
Yes.
flare.
Hold harder. Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. We will catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, thanks Eric and Jade for showing up.
Eric said
Open
your
the trims. I'm going to do that too, Eric. I needed to open the trims because I had the trims all the way in. So I'm going to open the trims up and see what happens. You guys have a great weekend. Don't buy too much because there's a lot of sales right now, but try to stay safe and not spend all your money.
Or not shop.
But
away.
do take
Never
advantage
spend
of the
your
Black Friday sales. And we catch you guys next week. Same bat
Make
time,
it
same bat
rain.
channel. Bye, everybody.